Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Miftahul. So now, in this section, I'm going to give supporting arguments on the motion of banning animal testing. So, animal testing is a process wherein animals are being used to determine the safety of products for human use. Many people believe that animal testing is cruel, and as a result, there has been a push for a ban on animal testing. Animal testing has been used for centuries, and it has contributed to many life-saving medical treatments and procedures. Animal testing is a practice that should be banned. Animals in experiments are routinely subjected to force feeding, deprivation, burns, and more. This is all because of science. It is something that's unacceptable. There are many reasons why animal testing should be banned. First, it's cruel and inhuman. In experiments, animals are routinely being forced to feeding. They're even being burned. Animals used in experiments often experience pain, distress, and suffering. It is widely accepted that animals have the capacity to experience pain and have a capability to suffer. Therefore, subjecting them to harmful procedures are considered morally wrong by many. Additionally, animals have their own intrinsic value and deserve to be treated well with respect and compassion. Exploiting them solely for human benefit undermines their worth and disregards their basic rights as sentient beings. This is all wrong and is something that cannot be right. Furthermore, animal testing is not always reliable. The result of experiments on animals don't always accurately predict how humans will react to the same substances. In fact, according to a report by the National Academy of Sciences, the results from animal testing can be misleading and cause researchers to waste time and money pursuing ineffective treatments. There are actually many alternatives to animal testing that are less cruel and more reliable. For example, in vitro methods, which involves conducting experiments on cells or tissues outside of the body, has proven to be reliable and effective alternative to animal testing. Additionally, computer modeling allows scientists to simulate the effect of substances on human organs, providing accurate and ethical results. Another alternative is human-based research, which involves using human volunteers, tissues, or organs to study the effect of a substance. We should be investing in this method, not continuing to use animal experiments. Animal testing is one of the most horrible practices that's still in use today. Animals who are subjected to testing are often kept in small, cramped cages and given little to no social interaction or enrichment. They are frequently burned, forced to eat, and through much more. Banning animal testing would not only save animals from needless suffering, it would also lead to more efficient and effective methods of testing products and drugs. So it is time to put an end to this outdated and cruel practice. Animal testing is a cruel practice that needs to be banned worldwide. Animals in laboratories are subjected to horrific procedures that cause them immense suffering. Many of these animals die as a result of the testing. The ones that survive are often left with permanent physical and psychological damage. Animal testing is not only cruel, but is also unreliable. The results of animal tests cannot be extrapolated to humans because we are different species with different physiology. This type of practice is a practice that needs to be stopped. So it's important to reiterate the suffering that animals endure in testing facilities. Animals are routinely subjected to painful and invasive procedures. often without any anesthesia. They typically live in cramped and sanitary conditions. There is growing evidence that animal testing is an effective way to predict human response to drugs and other products. In many cases, animal tests give false positive or false negative results, which can lead to dangerous consequences for humans. So finally, there are ethical concerns about animal testing. Animals are sentient beings that should not be subjected to cruel and unnecessary procedures. Ultimately, the decision to ban animal testing comes down to a question of values. Do we value the lives of animals, or do we more prioritize the development of new products? If we more prioritize the lives of animals, then the banning on animal testing is the only way. So animal testing is an inhuman and outdated practice that needs to be stopped. There are more effective and human ways to test products, especially on cosmetic and medicine. And it's time for companies all around the world to switch. So we need to put an end to animal testing, and banning them, it is the first step. So now we're going to move to the negative side of banning on animal testing. So animal testing is an aspect that needed in scientific research, as it lays the groundwork for new discoveries and elucidates complex biological processes. Animals with biological similarities to humans, such as monkeys, rats, and mice, provide valuable models to study disease and physiological mechanisms, which cannot be entirely replicated through alternative methods. They offer invaluable insight into the effectiveness of new medication, the long-term impact of treatments, and potential side effects. The ability to closely observe and study the effect of various substances on living organisms in a controlled environment enables researchers to assess efficacy, safety, and toxicity levels rigorously. Animal testing should be legal because it's necessary for medical research. Animal testing has played a vital role in helping to develop treatments for diseases such as cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, and Parkinson's disease. It has also helped to develop vaccines for diseases such as polio and rabies. Animal testing has also helped to develop new surgical techniques and to test the safety of new drugs and medical devices. Testing on animals has saved and improved millions of lives. Animal testing has benefited researchers in understanding how to treat and prevent various conditions. The fact that animals are needed can be explained by the complexity of the biochemical processes of humans. Using non-animal alternatives is useful, but it doesn't always provide the chance to study the interrelated pathways occurring inside humans. Also, many regulatory agencies require that animal models be used to test specific aspects of the experimental drug. Animal testing is instrumental in the development of life-saving drugs and medical treatments. It allows scientists to screen potential drugs. So, without animal testing, it would be so difficult to develop new treatment for diseases and to test the safety of new drugs and medical devices. Animal testing is a necessary part of medical research, and it should be legal. There are many reasons why animal testing should be legalized. First, it's important to remember that animals are not humans. They are not able to think or reason like us. And they don't even have the same emotional capacity. It means that they are not able to experience the same level of pain and suffering that we do. While no one wants to see animals suffer, it is important to remember that their suffering is not on the same level as ours. Additionally, animal testing is essential for the development of many life-saving treatments and cures. In many cases, animals are not the only way to test a new drug and treatment. Without animal testing, many of the medical advances we have today would not be possible. Lives would be lost if we don't have the animal testing. And finally, animal testing is regulated by the government to ensure that animals are not being harmed unnecessarily. There are laws in place that dictate how animals can be used in research. And these laws are designed to protect the animals. Animals are the only used in research when there's no other way to obtain the information. It's a necessary part of medical research and it's regulated to protect the animals involved. So, animal testing should be legalized in order to ensure the safety of new products and medical treatments. Animal testing is the only way to accurately and efficiently test the effect of the new products on the live subject. Without animal testing, product would be released without proper safety testing, which could lead to disastrous consequences. And animal testing should be regulated in order to ensure that animals are not being harmed unnecessarily, but it should not be outlawed.